Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Astrological Intentions. I am your host, Alex Reevy, along with the smiling Sandy herself. Sandy.
Being smiling Sandy again.
It is episode 236, January 30th. Let's get right into it. In the transits, Sandy's conflict day number 1, Friday, February 3rd, Sun square Uranus.
Too impulsive?
Sandy's conflict day number 2, Saturday, February 4th, Venus square Mars.
Hurried and rushed.
And wrapping up the week with Sunday, February 5th, full moon at 16 degrees of Leo.
This is at 12:29 p.m., so we won't see the moon till she rises, and that's take a hard look at self through others' eyes.
And in talisman time, Sandy has finished up one talisman to gain success through decisive action. And no upcoming, but we do have our announcement for the talisman of the month. And on the horizon, we have our year ahead forecast you won't want to miss, as well as the Patreon changing community. Then in our house, since Mars is now direct, I have a meditation for you. Get your candles and join us in this candle gazing meditation. Stay tuned for this episode of Astrological Intentions.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your scars. It's you. Say you are the one you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river. Wash yourself clean so you can deliver you. The story of you, the story.
Hello, smiling Sandy.
Are you saying because I'm not lopsided anymore?
Yeah, and you can really smile. That's what you said to me the other day. You go, look, I can smile now.
I know.
It's a full smile.
When I had to go back to the
Dentist.
periodontist. He's like, how you doing? I'm like, I'm so boring. I'm so boring these days. He goes, Sandy, you're anything but boring.
Oh, yeah. Good. You need that reminder. So let's go direct to all you listeners. Just moments ago, Sandy received a beautiful bouquet of flowers that are called the Firecracker Bouquet. And it followed with this message. Thank you for the love, support, and wisdom you showed during the retreat. I am grateful for the safe space to vent and release past baggage that had overstayed its welcome, and for the support received from my daughter. I wish you love, health, and peace with any unresolved bits in your life, that you are filled with a strong knowing that all is as it needs to be for right now. Love you. C. So beautiful.
I know.
I mean, the bouquet,
actually,
but also the words.
But it was so weird because it came in this really, really tall box because these are long-stemmed orange and red roses with all kinds of orange and red other plants, flowers. So I know. And of course, I don't get flowers here. They're always for you. So to see my name on it, I was like, me?
You?
Yes. So thank you. See, I really, 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 really love them. Mm-hmm. I'm going to carry them from my office up to my living room, to my bedroom. I'm just going to carry them.
Awesome. Okay, so let's move into the transits. We start off the week pretty late, in the week, Friday, with your conflict day number 1, which is February 3rd, Sun square Uranus.
Yeah, too impulsive. Uranus wants to be a little bit radical and chaotic. Mm-hmm. And it's a square. The sun's getting a square. And so, maybe or maybe not. Maybe it's a great time to be your own self and go your own way. But as long as you're not disturbing others. And if you're the only plans that are being disturbed, then that is permissible.
Okay. And your conflict day number 2 follows right away with Saturday, February 4th, Venus square Mars.
And typically Venus and Mars, they get along really well, right? Because they're both planets that work well. The Venus is the planet of desire and Mars is the planet that goes and gets what she desires, right? But in a square, and Mars is still in the shadow period. And I got a very impatient type of feeling here when I was writing this one. And it just reminds me of, Venus is in exaltation here in Pisces. And, she might be wanting too much, too much, because she's exalted here. And so she may, I don't want to use that word. Let's see she may expect much from Mars, and he's still coming out, he's direct.
And Mars being that provider, is that the one that's being hurried and rushed? Because it's like, there's so many things to do and provide for.
Yeah. And it's like impatience to get something quickly. What is this for you? What are you hurried and rushed about? And what if you really, and what if what you really want was worth the wait?
Absolutely. I think that is.
So it's like, do you push, and just, I'm thinking of having a baby. Your cousin, my niece is about ready to, she's going to be pushing soon. And, the contractions it kind of reminds me of this. It's like, we want something so bad, and you can push, and then you have to hold. You got to then release and wait for a little and wait for another, say, contraction. So to me, it's like, is what you're pushing for worth the wait? Because Mars is still in shadow and still has to retrack area of the sky that he's already been over twice. So it's kind of like, not ready to do some new things yet.
Yeah. So this is that dance between those two of waiting for those quality things that we really do truly desire, not just want. So let's move on to Sunday, February 5th. The end of the week is a full moon at 16 degrees of Leo, also square Uranus.
Yeah, it's square Uranus, so that means the full moon, the moon is at the 16 degrees of Leo, and the sun is in Aquarius. And so right at the intersection there, at the 90-degree angle of the 180, right? That 90-degree angle sits the planet Uranus at 15 degrees.
Okay.
And but then we've also have that trine to Mars in Gemini. So there's all kinds of stuff going on here, and it's at 12:29 p.m. Chicago time. And it's anytime we get a full moon, it's the sun and the moon are opposing one another, and it's like we got to take a hard look at ourself through the eyes of others. The sun rules Leo, where the moon is sitting, right? So we ask questions to improve ourselves. It sounds weird, huh? But you might get some surprise answers that Uranus is going to provide some things that you maybe weren't expecting. And the trine to Mars says, oh, you know what? I'm going to take that advice and I'm going to sit with that for a bit and see how that ruminates with me.
And I think that's great. I think, exercises like that where you are kind of, for lack of a better word, judged by others, it can be a powerful self-analysis.
Right.
Where
you got a candle ceremony coming up on this,
the meditation.
The candle meditation. So it really is a good time to reflect inward.
So let's move into talisman times. You finished up this past week, Wednesday, January 25th. To gain success through decisive action.
As a successful craftsperson, I perform my duties with physical action, strength, and focus for my best result. Really nice. This, I don't know when we'll be able to ever get this one again. The maybe in 2 years' time, when Mars is coming back around and conjuncting the fixed star Aldebaran. And it's up in at the Midheaven. So it has to do with a reputation and public view. But by being that the craftsperson, the person that knows how to create something, and to gain through a decisive action, right? Mars is moving along in a direct motion, but with Aldebaran gives it victorious action. But to know which way you're going. It's not like, oh, shouldn't I? You're not going to be successful at that.
Okay.
So I really like this talisman. Of course, it's a small bead, and I made it with a lot of red and some red crystal.
Ah. Yeah. And no upcoming talismans for right now, but we are announcing our Talisman of the Month. This is a specially priced, also discounted talisman to acquire respect and love. So tell us a little bit of what this talisman is about and why you chose it.
To acquire respect and love. I speak about love and show appreciation of love to everyone I meet. They each capture this message quickly. And I really, 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 really love Venus in Pisces, where she is exalted, and she will be here almost the entire month of February. Mm-hmm. So I really wanted to, with Venus in Pisces, we can ask for respect. We can ask for love. We can ask for honor. We can ask for esteemed graces because that's what we have to give to her. And so this bracelet just reminds me of, the energy to bequeath it on ourselves.
Okay. Beautiful. So, of course, you can check out that talisman online. Head over to the show notes and click that link. On the horizon, we have recorded and shared our 2023 year ahead forecast. This is with Sandy and Susan. They come together every single month to give you this astrology forecast and what you should be expecting for the month ahead. And they did it for the entire year of 2023 with major highlights, as well as a focus in January. If you take a look at this video and you really like this format that Sandy and Susan bring in, join us over on Patreon, because only for a starting fee of $5 a month, you can get these monthly cheat sheets, which is like the PDF version, but also the video version where Sandy and Susan go even more in depth into those transits. So you learn astrology while it's all happening. It's a very interesting way to learn. And of course, we love it. So let's move on. I do want to briefly just remind everyone the dates for the 2023 Bali retreat. That is April 1st to the 11th. That retreat deposit is open and ready for you. We do have some seats available. So, we have
some rooms available.
Some rooms, yes. Seats on the plane, rooms available. And we are going to next week bring on someone who has been to Bali and multiple retreats of ours and future ones on top of all of that. And she's going to be talking a little bit about what Bali is to her. And if that resonates with you, definitely think about joining us, because it is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Also, we have our September 2023 retreat, which is going to Amargos, Greece.
Amargos.
And we are so excited. This is going to be a pioneering retreat for us, and Sandy has already scouted the beautiful location. I mean, the pictures I saw, the spectacular views you have about this bay on the Amargos Island is wonderful. So, of course, we would love to have you join us for any of the retreats. Make sure to schedule a free 15-minute reading to ask Sandy any questions and get to know her and what she's all about in these retreats. So, without further ado, let's move into our house.
Yes, let's do.
Where I have a special meditation for you all. This meditation is a candle gazing meditation. So if you do not have a candle, we have new candles on the website. How crazy. It's almost like we planned this. We totally did not, but it's so perfect. And
we did this meditation on the Mexico retreat.
Yes, with wonderful results. I'm going to guess that you've never had a candle gazing meditation before, because it's not a usual meditation that people try out. So it's very, how do I describe it? It's like
it takes your focus. So as you're looking at the candle and you describe what we're supposed to do, it takes your peripheral vision away.
Did you notice
Oh,
that?
totally. Oh, totally.
Okay.
One of the ladies said afterwards she had a full body release experience. And this lady she's older than me, and had never experienced anything like that.
And that is so cool. And so anyway, I'm going to intro a little bit more into this meditation. If you can get comfortable in a seat, it's only a 10-minute meditation. Also grab yourself, of course, a lighter or a already lit candle and have it as close to eye level as you can so that you don't have to be leaning forward or bending your neck too much.
And what we did because of that, I put mats down on the ground for everybody and a bolster and a blanket. And then I put a chair and then the candle on the
top.
chair.
So you're sitting on the floor.
We're sitting on the floor.
Okay.
And it was so funny because I had everything set up around the circle of our palapa, indoor palapa, and everybody came in, sat on the chair because that's what you think.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, everybody get off and sit on the floor.
Yeah. So, of course, I would love for you to join this candle gazing meditation. So get yourself a candle and you can dim the lights. It's actually a great meditation to take on in a darker room. So try that out too. And without further ado, let's start the meditation. We will now begin a candle gazing meditation. Sit comfortably with your spine straight, shoulders and neck relaxed, and your hands resting comfortably on your lap. Place a lit candle in front of you at eye level or slightly below. We will warm things up with an Ujjayi breath. Close your mouth and breathe through your nose. Constrict your throat to the point that your breathing makes a rushing noise. This creates an internal heat. And make sure you're controlling your breath from your diaphragm, keeping your inhale and exhale equal. Continue this breath and cup your hands above the flame. Notice the warmth, the heat that comes from such a small flame. Now bring your hands up to your heart, feeling that same warmth spread from your hands to your chest and throughout your heart. Now you can rest your hands, breathing normally as we continue throughout this meditation. Rest your gaze on the candle flame. Eyes relaxed and fixated without blinking. If your eyes water or resist your efforts to keep them still, this is normal and will gradually ease as the meditation progresses. You must continue your gaze until you cannot keep your eyes open any longer. Then,
close your eyes slowly, seeing the image of the flame in your mind's eye. And when that image completely fades, reopen your eyes and repeat the process. Begin this candle gazing cycle, and I'll come back and help deepen your connection. As we gaze for long periods of time at a flame, our peripheral vision can begin to darken or fade. This is a normal and profound experience. Your eyes are open, but you're actually not seeing anything but the small fire in front of you, as though there is no distance between yourself and the flame. In essence, you are becoming one with that fire. Now, let's deepen your connection. Imagine that you are breathing the light of the candle. The light and warmth of the flame are igniting within your body at your third chakra, located deep within your abdomen. The element of fire is heat, power, strength, passion. When our fire is not in balance, we can become depressed, lazy, withdrawn, or irritable, angry, and aggressive. Our goal in this meditation is to balance and connect with our own inner fire. Now, you can take your gaze from your candle, closing your eyes and lying down, being careful not to have any clothing too close to the flame. Breathe deeply and place your hand, one at your heart and another on your abdomen. And relax here for a few moments. Now, I invite you to ignite that fire within yourself, honoring the spark of inspiration and growing the flames higher and higher. Thank you for joining me today. I welcome you to sit here in this space if you need a few more moments, or if you're ready to continue on with your day. I'll see you back here at Astrology Meditation soon.
So, thank you so much, everybody, for
Wow,
joining the candle
thank
gazing
you.
meditation.
Wow. Yeah.
And until next time, don't
Okay.
forget to share this meditation, share this podcast with your loved ones, your friends. We love this growing community of astrology knowledge and talisman making.
Yes.
So we will see you all next week. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your scars. It's you. Say you are the one you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river. Wash yourself clean so you can deliver you. The story of you, the